Welcome to our fourth series. In our previous episodes, we've explored the science behind menstruation. Now let's address some of the myths and misconceptions that often surround this natural process. It's time to break down the stigma and embrace open conversations about menstruation. You've probably heard some interesting, maybe even a little strange things about menstruation. Let's tackle some of the most common myths. Myths: you can't get pregnant while on your period. The fact is, while less likely, it is still possible to get pregnant during your period. Ovulation can occur at different times, as it doesn't always happen on a predictable schedule, and sperm can survive in the reproductive tract for several days.
Okay.
I'd like to know of any experiences about menstruation you know about, or any encounter about period stigmatization over the years.
Okay. First, it all started while I was in my primary school days, and that was when I started menstruating.
At what age?
I was 15.
Okay.
Yes, and we're being told about it, educated about it. So I silently went to a classmate of mine, being my best friend, and told her, because she was older than me, told her about what I saw when I went to ease myself, and she escorted me and said, "Oh, welcome to the womanhood. You're
wow.
a lady now, or a woman now, so you don't need to be afraid." I said, "Well, so what do I do?" She said, "The only thing you need to do is, once you get home, use your pad," and we were giving always at that time free to start with.
While in school or
Why? No, at home, because my mom had already educated me before school. Educated me about this, so which was why I was not panicking. I didn't panic at all. I just went, and when I got to the class, like I said, my girlfriend helped me out. But while I was in school, I didn't flow well because that was my first time. But when I got home, I did the needful.
Alright.
That was how
Okay.
it started.
I'd like you to also share with us if you know about any myths or taboos about menstruation, maybe in your community, in your village. Do you have any idea of any myths and taboos?
No. So about anything taboo, where I come from, no. But here in Abuja, where I am, I know of certain men that say, "You as a lady, you're menstruating. You don't serve me food. You don't this," because of what they believe in. You understand? But where I come from, no.
I'd like to know what you have to say, or any advice you have to give to women out there or men out there about period stigmatization.
Well, about menstruation, it's something that both young ladies, women, boys and men shouldn't be afraid of or ashamed of. It's something that we should even teach our children coming up about, so they will equally not be afraid or ashamed of it. So I see no reason why one should be afraid or ashamed of seeing a menstruation. You understand? That's all I know about it.
Okay, so you're trying to say women should be bold enough to talk about
Talk
menstruation.
about it. Yes.
Men should be able to educate their younger sisters and not shame
Yes.
girls and women while
Yes,
menstruating.
yes.
Because this has been the issues over the years, where men or boys shame girls, maybe in school or in the marketplace. So when a girl is stained, they get to shame her, you see, and this has led to many girls, many school girls leaving out of school and even committing suicide. So thank you very much, Princess, for
Thank you
having you
very
here.
much. Yes, ma'am.
And we have a gift for you from the
Okay.
organization. We
Okay.
have this to give you. This is our gift from the organization, written by me: menstruation, menstrual hygiene management, myths, facts, taboos, and paternal care.
Okay.
Thank you, Princess.
Thank you very much, and it was nice having you. Thank you, Mary, and thank you, the Reach Out African Development Initiative, for this. I really appreciate.
Myth: menstruation is something to be ashamed of. The fact is, menstruation is a natural positive function, and there is nothing to be ashamed of. The myth that menstruation is something to be ashamed of is deeply rooted in historical, societal, and cultural beliefs. Many cultures have historically viewed menstruation as unclean or impure. often restricting women and girls' activities and social interactions during their periods. Another reason for this myth is lack of open dialogue about menstruation. Open conversations about menstruation have often been a taboo, leading to secrecy and shame surrounding this natural process, and many times ended in stigmatization. Hi, maybe know you please.
My name is Mercy Onyechukwu.
Alright, good afternoon, person. I'd like to ask you 3 questions regarding menstruation. We'd like to know what have been your challenges as regards menstruation, like while in school, over the years, any experiences like would like to share on how you overcame those challenges while menstruating.
Because of the kind of flu I had, then I was not really having money to get pads. So what I do is I use old wrapper and cut them into pieces. So when I'm in school, I just use the restroom, I change, I tie it to the leader, and when I get home, I wash and dry. So that's what I've been doing. I think throughout my junior school, I go to senior class. So that was when my elder sister buying pads.
So, have you ever had a time where you had a moment about menstruation that you didn't like?
Yeah, it's happening in the church. I never knew I was staying, and the lady was giving me her wrapper to tie. That was not comfortable because I was putting on a very risky dress. So she forced herself and tied the wrapper on me. So all through when I was in church, I was not comfortable tying the wrapper. I could not receive Holy Communion. I could not do offerings. So I was just there. So I never knew my friends at the back saw it. When I was going home, they were avoiding me. So it was until I got home that as we were narrating the story to my mom, that my mom now looked at my back. She now told me to go and take my bath. It was later my sister started explaining things to me. So I didn't even really have an idea.
Okay, you were not educated at all from the beginning. That was your first experience of
That was my
menstruation,
first experience.
and then it came that way.
Yes.
Your friends were avoiding you, and it was like an embarrassing moment.
Yes.
So it did not affect your self-esteem, right? You were comfortable. All right. What do you have to say to people out there as regards this shaming? It's called period stigmatization, about people that shame women. Maybe they get a stain, and what advice you have to give out there to the men, to women generally?
Okay. It's something normal. It's not something to be ashamed of. But the fact that some people just feel to use that as an opportunity to make a mockery of someone, I think it's not something nice. So you should just learn to, whether you're a man or a woman, just help any girl child that is, especially those first timer. You should just look for a way to cover her up and stop making them feel as if they are passing through at that moment is something bad.
All right, we need to thank you for your time. From the organization, we want to give you this.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, the Richard African Development Initiative. I thank you for the gift also. I'll go to it.
this stigma has an emotional impact and can lead to feelings of shame, embarrassment, and anxiety. This myth can also limit access to menstrual products and education, particularly in low-income communities and developing countries, as they are even shy to make demands or seek for these products. This period stigma can affect a woman or girl's ability to participate fully in daily lives, such as attending school or work, farming, social gatherings, etc. Another myth is a woman or girl become moody or irritational during her period. The fact is, while some people may experience mood swings or irritability during their periods, this is not true for everyone. The mood swings or irritability are caused by hormonal fluctuations during the menstrual cycle, which can sometimes affect mood. It is advised to focus on self-care and practice self-reducing techniques.
Good afternoon.
Thanks. How are you? What's your name? How old are you? 13. Alright, Simka, have you had any experience about menstruation over the years? Maybe when you started? What have been your experiences about menstruation? Have you ever had any challenge, any negative experience about menstruation? Oh wow, it's painful. And
Stressful sometimes, get exhausted, and cramps.
cramps and alright, never experienced any form of period stigmatization, like the first day in school and all of that.
No, I can feel it.
And your bed, and then you had to wash. What was your first experience like?
It was surprising and painful at the same time.
Okay, you've not had a prior knowledge about menstruation in school or anywhere. So you seen it was your first experience, like your first knowledge, and over time you got to ask
Yes.
questions to know more about menstruation, right? Alright, so what do you have to say to your classmates, your friends out there about period stigmatization?
It's not bad. It's just like part of life. So you have to get used to it at some point. But you have to manage within yourself during having a period. Sometimes it gets stressful. Sometimes it gets painful. Sometimes it's annoying. But you get used to it.
Yeah, I understand that. Do you have challenges, or have you had any challenges as regards accessing period materials, like buying pads and all of those things?
No.
Okay, never had to. Thank you so much. Seeing that for it.
Super.
Alright, we have a gift for you. This is from the organization, and a book written by me.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Mary, and I also want to thank the Reach Out African Development Initiative. And I also want to say menstruation is not a bad thing. It's just part of life. Get used to it, support. Thank you.
Another myth is menstruation is dirty. The fact is, and as I explained earlier, menstruation is a natural and healthy bodily process. Period blood is not dirty. It's a mixture of blood and tissues from the lining of the uterus and leaves the body through the vagina. The vagina itself is self-cleaning and has its own natural balance of bacteria that helps keep it healthy. While menstruation itself is not dirty, maintaining good hygiene is essential. This includes washing the vulva, that is the external part of the genitals, with clean water daily. How are you today?
I'm hoping.
What's your name?
Nabajinke
How old are you?
17.
Oh wow. Nabaji, right? Who for this mother your name?
Actually, this
So what's the name again?
Labajinke.
Labajeke.
Jinke.
Nigeria. What do you know about menstruation?
Menstruation is a monthly circular flow that every man expects
And experiences.
and experiences.
Alright, so this experience, this menstruation, what have been your experiences like over the years? Like, what has it been for you? What have been your experiences, your challenges?
Okay, when I actually started, I used to come with stomach cramps. So I normally cry and then take drugs. They said the name of the drug is estrogen. That's what I normally take. But for the past 1 year now, I've not been feeling those kind of pain.
Okay, so over the why you started till last year, you've been having these cramps.
Yes.
Then just recently you stopped. So now, Nigeria, what do you have to say about period stigmatization? And like to the people out there, what do you have to say about period stigmatization?
Well, what I have to say is that period is not something you should be ashamed of or to be hiding. We are supposed to freely speak about it. So because in some situations, some big girls that just started do not know how to take it or to handle it. So if they know that somebody knows how, that somebody's already going through it, then we can help, we can be of more assistance. So period should be something women should speak about. That's in my own opinion.
Alright, so let's hear of any taboos or myths about menstruation you know.
Well, I don't know of any because I've never experienced them.
Thank you very much, Naba Jerry, for being here. I appreciate you. Alright, on behalf of the organization, we'd like to give this to you. Just present this gift to you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Marianne and
Reach Out African Development Initiative for the book, and I want to encourage ladies to speak about menstruation because it's not something we are supposed to be hiding. It's nature, so we are always supposed to talk about it and encourage others to do so as well. Thank you.
Change menstrual products regularly. Practice safe hygiene while handling menstrual products. However, the idea that menstruation or the period blood is dirty is an outdated belief and a harmful stigma. It again can lead to feelings of shame, embarrassment, promote stigmatization, and even limit access to menstrual products and education. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, share, comment, and stay tuned for next week.